Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Force here, covering new PC releases for the week of January 14th to the 20th. Starting with today on Tuesday, we're seeing 10 Million come to the PC. This is a fast-paced match 3 game in the vein of Puzzle Quest or Gyromancer. Now in this game, the player must strategically choose the type of tile they want to connect according to the obstacle that they're up against. So you basically make your way through this dungeon in game, and if you're up against a monster, you have to match 3 swords. If you're up against a chest, you've got to match keys and stuff like that. I've heard really positive things about this game. It originally came to iOS. It is just now coming to PC, and although I know a lot of people might hate the fact that I sometimes review games that were once on a mobile platform, I've heard this is really good, so I'm excited to take a look at 10 Million. That is out today, so I'll be giving that a look, and there should be a video out either tonight or tomorrow. Also coming out today, we've got some DLC for Borderlands 2. This is Sir Hammerlock's Big Game Hunt, which takes players to the new land of Agrus on a mission to hunt down dangerous creatures. This is the third of 4 add-on content campaigns for Borderlands 2. I'm assuming this is going to match the price of other DLC, which is about $9.99, and I'm excited to take a look at this as well. Borderlands 2 was my favorite game of 2012, and I have been trying to keep up with the DLC, so I'll be giving Sir Hammerlock's Big Game Hunt a look, and again, the same thing with 10 Million. You can expect to see that video either tonight or tomorrow. We've also got some DLC for Assassin's Creed 3. The Battle Hardened pack is coming to PC. This is the multiplayer pack that adds new characters and maps to the game. I still haven't gotten around to actually playing Assassin's Creed 3. I have a copy of the game available. Just the end of the year was so busy. There's so much going on. So Assassin's Creed 3 did get put on the back burner. I will be looking at the game in the future. I'm sure most of you who are interested have already played it by now, so don't expect any video coverage of this game for that reason, because I haven't even opened the box yet. More DLC coming on Thursday, this time to Call of Duty Black Ops 2 in the form of the Nuketown Zombies Map, basically taking the Nuketown from the original Black Ops and adding zombies in the zombie mode. I don't have Black Ops 2 currently installed on my computer. I played through the campaign and I played a little bit of the multiplayer and a tad of the zombies mode. I relatively enjoyed the experience, but I'm not sure it's going to be worth me re-downloading the game just to take a look at this. So probably don't expect coverage of the Nuketown Zombies map. It's possible, but not 100% likely. And then lastly, we are seeing some DLC on Friday, this time to Spellforce 2 Faith in Destiny. It is the Golden Fool DLC pack. That's probably the worst game that I've ever played. I just felt like mentioning it. For those of you who do enjoy Spellforce 2, there is some DLC coming. No way in heck I will be covering that. So of the games and DLCs released this week, I will be taking a look at 10 Million, the PC version, and Borderlands 2, Sir Hammerlock's Big Game Hunt. And there's potential that I'll look at Call of Duty Black Ops 2, the Nuketown Zombies map, although I am not entirely positive. And now that we've covered new PC releases, let's go ahead and talk about this week's planned content. So if you haven't already noticed, I began a Let's Play for Mark of the Ninja. Mark of the Ninja is the stealth action game from Clay Entertainment, one of my favorite stealth games in recent memory, and also one of my favorite games from last year. Didn't make it onto my top 5 list of 2012, but it was an honorable mention. Now, immediately in seeing this, people are going to wonder what's going on with Morrowind. I've decided to put Morrowind on hold. Let me just explain this to you. I decided I wanted to do these Let's Play series in chunks of 2 to 3 weeks. I quickly realized after getting into Morrowind, and I don't know why I just didn't think of this before even starting it, that would probably take months to do. The game is just so massive. I guess I just assumed that if I were to, because sort of with Skyrim, if you ignore most of the side quest stuff, you can sort of blitz through the main campaign. It doesn't seem like that's going to be nearly as simple in Morrowind because of the lack of fast travel. I know there's all sorts of different things you can do. You can get like travel and recall spells and whatever. But since it's a fresh experience for me and it's taking longer as a result of that, and because of the type of format that I want these Let's Plays to be, such a massive game is going to be really difficult to fit in, so I've decided to put that on hiatus. We're just going to go with this, and we're going to try to stick with games that have campaigns between like 6 and 10 hours, something that's more manageable for a Let's Play series, especially if you're looking at 20 to 30 minute chunks. I mean, having a 10-hour game right there, that's 20 episodes by default, if not more. So yeah, I'd like to keep it at around that number. I don't want to be going to like 100 episodes of a Let's Play series, just because it sort of drags on and people get bored of it, and I'll probably get bored of it as well, especially if it's taking me months to complete a game in that format. You know, if I'm playing a long game like that on my own, it's easy for me to sit down in 2, 3, 4-hour chunks and just get a bunch of the gameplay done. But when I'm trying to make a Let's Play series out of it and adding commentary and trying to be somewhat enthusiastic, energized, and engaged, you really can't do that. Like, I can't sit down for 5 hours in a day and add entertaining commentary to gameplay. So it really draws the experience out longer than it would be otherwise because of trying to do a Let's Play series with it. So that's my reasoning behind it. We are going to be doing Mark of the Ninja, and then we'll be moving on from there. And that's basically that. End of story. More Smite gameplay will continue. More MTG Duels 2013. Of course, the force feed will continue as usual as well. If you missed it in prior updates, I'm taking a break from SC2. I did commentary for 2.5 years. I think I'm almost done with it. We'll see. Might be back into it with Heart of the Swarm, but for now, I definitely need a break. 2.5 years of commentating one game. That's a bit of a time. I've still got my top 5 games of 2013, the most anticipated games. I've got that video in the works. Just a lot of editing and stuff going on. Really going to try to make that good for you guys, and I'll have that out within the next couple of weeks. And then the Elder Scrolls Online podcast, that is planned for the end of this week, so long as nothing gets in the way in terms of scheduling and just making sure. I'm actually looking for various media assets like videos, artwork, and audio. I've contacted ZeniMax Online to try to get some of that from them. We'll see if I hear back from them in time. If not, and maybe delayed, we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated on Twitter or something like that. And finally, to wrap up this video, I just wanted to pose a question to you guys in terms of a new potential content type. So if you've been following my channel, you probably know the basics by now. We've got the force feed, we've got various game coverage like new and upcoming games in the betas, and then of course I've got the Smite stuff and all that regular content that you've come to know and love. I just started up this Let's Play series that I'm going to try to make a regular thing, cycling in between games every few weeks. I wanted to add one more thing to sort of round out the channel, and I've got 2 ideas in mind. The first one is a basics video of games or covering reviews. Now, I'm a little hesitant to do reviews because pretty much everyone and their mother does reviews of games nowadays, and same thing goes with Let's Plays and stuff like that, I understand, but I do want something that sort of sets me apart. While I could do reviews so that you guys could get my opinion on games in a complete fashion as opposed to sort of initial opinions that you get in First 40s, the other idea that I had is doing these highly edited basics videos. These would be videos that are between 5 and 10 minutes long that literally cover the entire basics of a game. So for example, let's say I were to do a basics video of Far Cry 3. It would basically cover the fact, okay, this is an open world first-person shooter that has some progression elements in it. There's animal hunting and skinning, there's material gathering for leveling up and acquiring extra ammunition pouches and purchasing higher weapons. You travel through the game unlocking towers, and that allows you to capture points. There's, of course, the story campaign mode. So it'd be a video that covers literally all of the basics, as the name implies, all of the basics of a game. It would not be opinion based, it would just be factual. Open world, first person shooter, set on these islands, you go around shooting people, hunting, etc., etc. So what do you guys think? Do you think you'd be interested in something like that? 5 to 10 basic information about a game. This would obviously be much different than like the First 40s or just those gameplay videos or Let's Plays or something like this. It'd be just straight factual information and not opinion based. Or, besides the fact that there's already tons of reviewers out there and people that review games all over the place, would you rather start to see reviews of games from me? Let me know what you guys think about one of those 2 things in the comment section below. Again, I'm trying to do something different that sets me apart, and that's why I'm sort of leaning towards the idea of doing basics videos, because I really don't see much of anything like that out there anywhere, and I think that might really make a difference and help the channel grow. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this update video and discussion of new PC releases for the week of January 14th to the 20th. If you like the content, please subscribe, and as always, keep watching and keep owning.